the city of Chicago. That has not been our focus. We've settled for becoming a service sector economy. But ask yourself, how many times can someone cut your hair, shine your shoes, or do your nails if there's no new money coming in? We live in a global economy, and we don't act like it. This global economy was made possible by the painstaking development of a global civil society, which learned to communicate and cooperate across all geographical, sociological, philosophical, ideological, political, all linguistic barriers, non-governmental organizations, educational institutions, churches, who realized they had a common interest, and they decided to work together and learn from one another's experiences. And this global economy is burgeoning. We have products here now that can be delivered in China overnight because they've got logistics down to a science. And we are the best of the best, and we don't act like it. So we need new revenue here in the city of Chicago. We can't settle for people telling us that we have a structural deficit. That is not our situation. We have a spending problem. A structural deficit is an ongoing shortfall between the revenue generated by a taxing body and the inflationary cost of continuing the same level of public service from one year to the next without expanding or adding new programs or services. We are constantly engaging in new services. Pat Quinn, here in the state of Illinois, while saying that we were in tight constraints, was giving pay raises. Excuse me. That continues to happen. We cannot take on projects that are not essential and necessary projects. And at the end of the day, we have to transition from a debt-to-fund services revenue and expenditure system into a pay-as-you-go revenue and expenditure system. Our debt service this year alone will be $605 million. We have to reverse that trend and pay as we go.
The city has lost over $1 billion since the recession started in 2007 in revenue. $1 billion that we used to have, that we had before. Why? Because of course, the recession and now the lingering effects of the recession, because economists declared that the recession ended 12 months ago, but we're still feeling the effects of the recession. And of course, in many of our communities, we've been in a permanent recession, it seems, because of the lack of jobs and economic opportunity. The fact of the matter is that we are going to have to continue to piece together a budget. And the next mayor's first budget will be fiscal year 2012. We're going to have to use some of that surplus TIF money that's there as the beginning of piecing together a budget. But what we can't do is increase property taxes. I am adamantly opposed to increased property taxes because it is the most unfair tax we have. And if you're not a homeowner, it still gets passed on to the tenant in the form of a rent increase. So everyone suffers from increased property taxes. We're going to piece together the budget. We're going to have to do some refinancing. We're going to have to change in how we collect our garbage system without affecting the quality of the service. There are a number of things that need to be changed, that can be changed. We're going to have to cut personnel spending, a deep, deep cut in personnel spending. And then we're going to have to get more dollars from Springfield and from the federal government in order to deal with that next budget. The fact of the matter is that things are going to get better. Barack Obama, President Barack Obama, saved this economy. We were going to go into a deep depression. The actions that his administration took made it possible for us today to be talking about an improving economic sector. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Things are going to get better, but we've got to patch our way to that point.
Thank you.
First of all, I think that what needs to happen is we need to do a forensic audit, because this city is so much money being stolen. There's so much money hidden. Nobody knows about it. Mayor Daley has been in office for 21 years. He has not had a forensic audit that was open to the public. So therefore, there's 20 years of stuff that's piled up in there. And I believe with the forensic audit that we will find monies that are hid away, locked away. We will also find out where we're spending money in for something that don't exist. And we'll be able to wipe that out. First of all, that's number one. Number two, we have to find new ways to bring revenue in. And my idea is to open up our business department so that it provides more support for small businesses and lateral support, in other words, lateral support or skill building support for people who want to become entrepreneurs. And I would like to waive the fees for entrepreneurs for 2 years so that they can build up their businesses and create jobs for themselves and other people. And through that process, we will get more money in. As people are making more money, we will get more money. When there is no money, we can't get more money. And thirdly, we can make some changes in the services, the way we spend our money on services. For one thing, we have as many fire departments as we had 50 years ago. 50 years ago, we didn't have the building codes that we have now. Now you can't build a building if a building this size without putting a watering system in it, some type of system to keep the building from burning down. So, and all kinds of alarms. People have all kinds of alarms. We do not need as many fire departments as we have now. And also, number two, in the cities around us and around this country, they don't use 3 people on a truck to pick up garbage. Because if you're paying 3 people on a truck to ride a truck, they fill that truck up real fast. Then they all ride to the dump together, making all the money they can, paying all the money back. We can do better than this, and we will do better than this under a Watkins administration.